Check one, two, three. And a good evening to you from Champion Christian College. Today on YouTube, it's Tigers basketball as Champion opens the 2020-21 season against the 0-1 Bacone College Warriors. Hi everybody, Chris Shima, glad to be with you. As you can see on your screen, the video is ungood, let's just say. We are streaming on a internet card. Folks, in January, when we get back to streaming these home games, it's going to look good. We're going to have fiber internet, but right now we are kind of up against it. What's going to happen here is I'm going to set the stage for you, give you the starting lineups, and then it's likely that I'm going to try to communicate with the folks running the camera because right now I can't make heads or tails of anybody. So quickly running down the starting lineups for Bacone is number 2, Eton Smith. Number 3 is Joe Bird. Number 15, LaClorian Ballard. Number 20, Dean Austin. And number 25, Stephen Moore. Starting today for Mo Capacey in his first season at Champion is number 1, Traymon Leggington. Number 12, Zoe Capacey. Number 13, A.J. Williams. Number 14, Braylon Hawkins. And number 22 is Christian Chambers. And we're going to go to the PA announcer now for more details. And we'll get back to play-by-play here once we can fix the video feed for you. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here. So it looks like the video has gotten slightly better. I'm still trying to communicate. So here's how we're doing the broadcasting this year. And those of you who were with us last year, and I know we have a lot of new players for Champion especially. If you were at the ACCA tournament with us last year, though, we were broadcasting the game there, and Champion was nice enough to reach out to me, and we're doing the game. Actually, I'm calling the game from my remote studio here in Florida, and the internet was pretty lousy, but it looks like we've gotten it back to the point where I can actually make the numbers out and call this game for you. So just giving you a little information for Bacone. As I mentioned, they're 0-1. Their coach was let go right before the season started. They're coming off a 110-90 loss at Southwestern College in Kansas, another NAIA program. They were out rebounded 50-27 in that game and allowed 18 offensive rebounds. LaCorian Ballard had 35 points for Bacone. So Bacone 5 and Champion 2. This is a new-look champion team. Leggington can't get the roll, and the rebound controlled by the Warriors. 3 by Smith is short, and that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Bacone. For champion, top 4 scorers from last year's team and 56 points per ball game have either graduated or moved on. You have 8 sophomores and 6 freshmen. For Mo Capacey in his first year, the former champion player returning to his alma mater to coach in his first year. Nice move there by Williams. Williams has all 4 of champions' points here. Just about 3.5 minutes in. It's 5-4 in favor of Bacone. Bacone has a very short roster as Marset can't get the floater. Tipped rebound comes to Williams. Here's Champion out on the run, and Capacey got hit. So Capacey, who played in just 11 games, had 10 points last year for the season. You're going to see a lot of guys. A.J. Williams is one of those guys. Look for him to step up. Leggington is another player who's going to get more minutes now as Capacey can't get the 3 to go. Rebound controlled by Bacone. That was Smith, and then a foul called. And that foul was called, I believe, on the Warriors on the rebound. So Braylon Hawkins is going to go to the line. Hawkins can't get the first one to go. So again, folks, those of you just joining us, we're streaming on an internet card. The quality will go in and out. Come January, we're going to have lightning quick and really good quality broadcast. Jesse Bird and I have been talking about it. We're excited for what's to come. So appreciate your patience with us as we navigate through today. We're going to get through today on this internet card. It looks good right now, but it will go in and out on us. More now for Bacone. His champion has tied it at 5 apiece. This is Bird, who was not on the roster. We got Smith for 3, in and out. Rebound controlled by the Tigers. That was Capacey on the board. Here now is Williams into the forecourt. Williams crossover. Chambers is held, and looks like he's going to be called for steps. Christian Chambers. We got John Trell Chambers is on the YouTube chat now. The high school that Christian and Keyshawn went to, is it Bosite High School? Is that how you say it? Both players teammates. That's a 2-point shot for Bacone there. Foot was on the line, so Warriors take the lead back 7-5. Leggington into the forecourt for champion. 15 to play. Leggington forced the pass. Chambers had to save it. Swung back to Leggington. Now Hawkins gets it to go. Tied again at 7 apiece here in the early going. Ballard. Moore back to him. Ballard driving, drawing the foul. Will they count the bucket? In the NBA, that's continuation. In college, that's usually on the floor. So it'll be an inbound play for Bacone. 2 subs in for champion. Derek Gwynn, number 2, returning player, a sophomore. And number 11, Tazion Glover, freshman. Bacone now with the turnover, so champion will get it back here. Tigers basketball. Glover into the 4. I love Glover's hair. I used to have electric blue hair when I was in my younger days. I used to dye it. I love that look. Strong move to the bucket off the turnover. Austin gets it to go, and This is kind of what we expected for Champion in the early going. You've got a young team, you've got a team that has not played together, and you see a lot of miscommunication, a lot of turnovers, like that bad pass there, not knowing where your guy's going to be down low. So, Champion, it's going to take a little time to get that rhythm. They're not going to have much time as they've got a couple of D1s on their schedule coming up here next at Houston Baptist in December. Williams continues his hot start, burying the three, and it's 10-9 in favor of Champion. Looks like we might have a foul called here. Foul might go on the Tigers. So 2 shots for Bacone. The Warriors and Tigers meeting for the fourth time. Tigers lead the all-time series 3-0. Last year, Champion won both meetings. They won 107-100 on December 3rd in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And then they won 105-81 back on October 30th at home. Champion shot 55% in a 7-point win last December. And another foul called here. Again, folks, the broadcast is going to be very hit or miss here tonight. Expect big things in January. Really, really lower your expectations as much as you humanly possibly can for how this is going to go tonight, because it's been rough, and calling it off a monitor has not been easy as well. I believe that's Capacey up top. Now Williams. Hawkins has come into the game, swings it out. 3 ball is up and good. But, folks, so I'm going to stop the play-by-play here for a moment. I'm going to try to reach out again and see if we can't get the video quality improved here. Stay with us, folks. Okay, folks, it looks like the video has come back to the point where I can see it. While we were, I don't want to say away because we weren't away, but while we were visually impaired, it looks like a couple of three-pointers by Hawkins and Williams, I believe. Uh, 21-16 is the score that I have. We're about midway through this opening half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you, and uh, this one's a freebie. What can I say? At least you don't have to pay to watch it. Some schools charge, and yeah, okay. So out of that timeout for Bacone, they will have the basketball, and I had the score right somehow. I totally guessed, and it was 21-16. What can I say, folks? 20-year vet right here. So just about the midway point of this opening half, and Bacone with some work to do down by 5 here. Driving Prince Sadler, and a blocking foul is going to be called here on Glover. I want to say is called for that foul. So Shaquem Prince Sadler will go to the line for Bacone. Champion has yet to lose to Bacone, as I mentioned before we went away there. Tigers lead the all-time series 3-0. Jamali Norwood, the sophomore coming into the game, replacing Glover. As you can see there, 10:36 left to go. Thank you, camera guy. 1 out of 2 at the line. Champion leading by 4 now. Tigers like to use this game to get some rhythm, as Williams had it poked away out of bounds, like I said earlier. Very young team. 4 returners who saw regular minutes last year. Everybody else on the 14-man roster is relatively new or didn't get a lot of minutes. Boy, how about Hawkins? Oh boy, he used every inch of that baseline to stay in bounds and get that reverse to go. 23-17, just inside 10 minutes to go here in this opening half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. First year working with Champion. Want to thank them for reaching out to me. It's a short season this year for Champion, just 15 games, just 5 of those at home. We'll have the 4 region games coming at you starting in January. Champion will be on the road for the rest of this semester. Tigers coming off a 19-9 season last year. They lost against Randall in the Southwest region, and then they won 3rd in the ACCA tournament. Mo Capacey taking over, a 2013 Champion grad. 7 years at the high school level, a head coach. His Gospel Light School finishing 2nd 2 different times. Getting an opportunity after Leonard Upps took his talents to Toccoa Falls. How about Hawkins here tonight? Pushing the lead out to 8, 25-17 now in favor of Champion. They trailed early, but have been in control for the better part of this first half. Bird driving. Bounce pass goes to Forrest. Swings it out, and Bird buries the 3. Norwood into the forecourt. 8:50 remaining here in this opening half. Hawkins, defender gambled, went for the steal, gave Hawkins the opportunity to turn and score. Braylon Hawkins, one of those freshmen we mentioned. Forrest on the wing. Here's Ballard for Bacone. Ballard, circus shot, no, but it's tipped up and in. So Bacone gets another bucket. And the score remains a 5-point lead now for Champion. 8:12 to go. Tigers with the turnover. You're going to see a lot of turnovers for Champion here in the early going of this season. By the time we get back to broadcasting in January, they should be a well-oiled machine. But until that, again, getting a feel, getting to know each other on the court. As Williams throws it ahead full court, Gwynn can't get it to go. Back in transition, Bacone, as they like to force the tempo, that was poked away by Leggington, who's back into the game. Capacey will come back in. So Capacey and Norwood with Leggington. Williams remains out there, and I'm missing somebody. I believe it's Gwynn I'm missing. That should be the 5 right now for Mo Capacey. Turnaround shot, no good by Mallard. Offensive rebound, double pump, and the score by Marset. 5-point game again, 27-22. 7:24 remaining here in this opening half. Norwood over to Capacey on the wing. Up top, it's Leggington. Capacey triggers the triple off the back iron. Here comes Bacone. They like to push. Good job by the Tigers getting back on defense, so the fast break can't happen. Ballard looking to drive instead. Called for the offensive foul. Norwood, just over 3 points per ball game last year, 40% shooter. He's one of those guys. Williams, we've seen Hawkins playing big here as a freshman. Derek Gwynn, who averaged over 6 points per ball game, got tied up there. All of these guys are going to be the keys for Champion to match that success that they've had the last couple of years, especially in the ACCA tournament, and also trying to make headway in that tough Southwest region. With Arlington, of course, Randall. Tough move to the bucket. A.J. Williams staying hot. 6:30 to go. Champion. The correct score on your screen is 29-24. I thought I was off, and yeah, I was. 29-24 is the correct score. Bacone drawing a foul there. Warriors will get some free throws at the 6:13 mark. This is a Bacone Warriors program that has been a mess and continues to be a mess. They were winless last year. 0-25, just 8 wins since 2017. Their last win came against Haskell. That was December 8th, 2018. Their last conference win was in February 2018 during the 2017-18 season. It has been a rough go for Bacone. And right now they don't have a coach. Their women's coach / athletic director, Mike Gonzalez, apparently is doing the coaching. That's I believe that was him over on the sideline there. Norwood driving. Norwood double pump. Forced that over 2 defenders. Not a great shot. Here comes Bacone in transition. Mentioned the roster they gave us. There was no Joe Bird on there. Joe Bird apparently is playing today, wearing number 3. I have seen quite a few NAI programs that make my head shake, and this is one of them. How about that bucket? And Williams is red hot for Champion, now leading by 6. A.J. Williams, he's one of those players that I saw last year at the ACCA tournament, and, 8.5 per game last year. I said, man, it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be able to do when he gets the kind of minutes that he has frankly earned. Inside 5 to go now. Champion by 4 after that 3. Norwood tried to answer back, couldn't do it. Looks like we're going to get an offensive foul on Bacone here. Good point by John Trell, who's been checking in on the YouTube chat. Glad they get to play, period. We talked about the short season for Champion this year. Who knows, folks? I go back to March when we were in Joplin doing the ACCA tournament, and it seems like an idyllic time in our past. And that was 7 months ago. So yeah, 15-game season, Champion. What you have to understand too is, and this is all the right things. I don't want to come across thinking or sending the message that it's not. All the testing that goes in and everything to keep these kids safe, that costs money. And these smaller schools have just been ravaged because they used to be able to count on D1 games, and the D1s are cutting back because they've been ravaged. Although, honestly, I don't understand why some of these D1 schools don't have big coffers. You watch a college football game the last 5 years, and, every game you watch, they're showing a different D1 that built a brand new facility to work out in or whatever. Well, where's their rainy day money for stuff like this? But anyways, that's a whole separate conversation. But the reality is D1s all the way down have been hit and hit hard. And when you're a small college, a lot of colleges have closed. We saw for the Lady Tigers a transfer from Nebraska Christian, which shut its doors. Norwood buries the 3 in the corner. Champion pushing the lead back out to 7. So enjoy these games, folks. Be glad, be thankful, and be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your neighborhood. Take care of your family. Take care of your community. And we can get through this thing finally, maybe, if we would all come together and do those things. 3:36 left to go. Hi to Larry, who's checking in on the chat. Look, these are stats that I'm telling you about Bacone. They are 0-25. They have 8 wins since 2017. This is not opinion, Larry. This is a program that has really been up against it and has had a lot of problems and continues to do so. So you can take that for what it's worth. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back here in just a moment. Okay, folks, so the video quality has deteriorated again. We're going to try to tell you as much as we can tell you about this game until the video quality improves a little bit. If you're just joining us, streaming on a hotspot until the really good internet is installed, and that will happen during our next home game, which will be in a while from now. Our next home game won't be until January, so we have a long way to go there. Try to set the 5 on the floor. I believe Leggington has come into the game now for Champion as he fires a 3 and buries it. So the Tigers playing well here. Like I said, it's a young team. It's a team that until you get on the court, until you play together, it's tough out there in a college game, even if you're playing a struggling program like the Warriors, who haven't won much in recent history. It can be tough until you get that rhythm with each other, until you get that understanding. Like I said, Champion's gonna get that real quick, taking on a couple D1s coming up here on the schedule. As I mentioned, this is the lone home game for the Tigers. Another 3-pointer for Champion, 41-30. Top of the key 3 for the Warriors. Can't get it. And Tigers able to get the rebound. So again, folks, apologies for the quality today. We're going to come back bigger and better in 2021. Champion is rolling right now. Bucket underneath makes it 43-30. Deep three that time. And that's going to go. I believe that was Bird. Not 100% sure for Bacone. Again, I have the same vision on this game that you do, and Braylon Hawkins buries another triple, and Champion is hitting all kinds of buckets from behind the arc. That's going to be a foul called on Norwood for Champion. Looks like Bacone in the 1-and-1. Let's give my best friend Larry some stats here. Again, last year, Bacone just under 70 points per ball game. They were outscored by an average of 29 a game. They shot 38%. Opponents shot 52%. Just 31% from behind the arc. Looks like they have some good shooters on the team this year. Be interesting to see what they're able to do as far as coaching. I got to think the long-term solution, as A.J. Williams buries another three, is not to have Gonzalez handling both squads, but who knows? Three in the corner, that one is short. Bacone's biggest problem in their loss against Southwestern was they were out-rebounded by 23, and they gave up 18 offensive rebounds. And Champion now up, the correct score on your screen is 49-34. So a 15-point advantage as Hawkins misses off the back iron. Offensive rebound. And even though Champion got an offensive rebound there, the point that I was going to make is that Bacone has, it looked like, done a little better on the glass here tonight against Champion. Blocking foul called there on the Warriors. And I believe both teams are in the 1-and-1. I will say this about what we expected to see from the Warriors and what we've seen is this Mike Gonzalez, who coaches the women's team. We saw them play a great game against Champion. He's a legit dude. And I believe this is his first year as athletic director at Bacone. And everything that I've seen from him, and I watched both Bacone games against Southwestern and Bacone's women's game here today, that dude looks like the real deal. Correct score is 50-34 in favor of Champion. Trying to beat the clock is Bacone. Can't do it. And the half comes to a close. Well, Larry and everybody else, stick around. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and we'll come back bring you the second half action. It's all Champion after one half of play. 50-34, the Tigers looking good here in their home opener. We'll be back.